Paper Lily is a game in which there is always another way, but with so many paths to take, what is the best way? Well, achievements are good, so wouldn't it be the way that gets the most achievements? I say so. So, what is that way? How do you get the most achievements? Firstly, one ground rule. One run means that we cannot reload our save file to get more achievements. With that out of the way, let's begin the run. We start off by choosing the strawberry milkshake and chocolate eclair to bag our first achievement. There's nothing we can do to go off course or gain more achievements until the forest, so I'll just speed through this. We get bullied out of a coffee shop, do a ritual, get sent to black space, get laughed at by some stupid kids, get on some weird bus, get sent to black space again, get laughed at by stupid kids again, I think I'm starting to see a pattern here, almost die, see sight, and get achievement number 2 for reaching the forest. Alright, nice. Am I the only one who didn't understand this tutorial? I thought you had to point the signs to the exit, but you actually have to point them to the next sign. Anyway, all we need to do in this section that isn't strictly required is to go to the train station to get the rune from this evil vending machine. We don't actually need the potato chips, and you'll see why later. While I could have gotten the scissors to skip the Daylight Gate puzzle, I understand the puzzle to get the scissors even less than the actual Daylight Gate puzzle itself. In my first playthrough, I just blindly guessed my way through it, and I didn't even know that you could unlock the Daylight Gate by messing with the lights until I accidentally spoiled the train station for my friend, because I thought it was required. That's the beauty of this game. Anyway, after a puzzle I definitely had no trouble with, we arrive at the heart of the forest. This is one of the most beautiful moments in the entire game. This scene will never get old. First things first, we grab this rune, and then we need to get around the campfire by plugging in the campfire? The campfire needs a power adapter. In order to get the adapter, we need to get over there, where rune is. On the way, there are absolutely no traps, and we get there safe and sound. We don't need runes items for the path we're taking, but they do save some time and are required for a completionist run, but they don't give you any achievements, they just give you some extra lore. If you keep your runes until the facility, you can trade them for up to 2 coins. It's not useful yet, but maybe in the future. Anyway, I used to always forget what this was and spend so long looking for it. Never again. We plug in the adapter, and then we get to watch this beautiful, beautiful moment. My favorite cutscene ever. Not really. Oh, seeing this in game is so weird. It doesn't feel real. We get around the campfire, but unfortunately Queen of Fools requires you to step back in the fairy ring, which will end the run, so we don't need to save Aoi. Hey, wait, just because we don't need to save Aoi doesn't mean I won't save them anyway! Let's ignore the fact that I had to reload my save and I forgot to save beforehand because I'm an idiot, so I was too lazy to resave Aoi, but it's fine, maybe someday. Anyway, it's been quite smooth sailing so far, but unfortunately, this is where we run into our first problem. By taking the safer path, we can unlock, well, safer path. But by going through a locked site, we can unlock Daredevil by collecting all the coins. But once we go through the locked site, we can't go back out to the safer path. Despite what the dialogue implies, the point of no return is actually after reaching the Lakeside, not after entering the locked site. But unfortunately that doesn't matter for us, because Daredevil requires you to exit the locked site to get the achievement, meaning that we can't go back to get safer path even if we got all the coins. Well, that means we have 2 mutually exclusive achievements. We will have to ditch one of the 2, unfortunately. I chose to get Daredevil because I'm greedy and I spent way too long finding the last coin because I'm stupid. But if you do want the Doorknob fragment, you can go through the safer path to get it. Just don't exit the safer path, otherwise you'll be locked out of Daredevil and the coins you didn't collect. Now that that's done, let's get back to the run. Respite. The only thing to do here is to pick up this rune, otherwise you progress this section as normal. Off we go. Alright. Here we are. Oh hey, some lavenders. Pretty. Hi cat. Oh hey, this rude fuck-ass of a moth. Normally you need to take the caterpillar to the Shadow Girl to get Mini Zoo, but since I had the rabbit from the Lakeside area, I could use that instead of the caterpillar, meaning that I could kill the caterpillar in another way. So I wanted to see if this was possible. I don't know. I don't know what I expected. You know what? Fuck you. Take this Lavender and give me that doorknob, you dirty brother killer. I didn't even need to do that. I just thought it would be funny to piss her off. You can get Omochikeri here if you put the return doorknob and take the rabbit with you, but that ends a run, so that achievement is impossible. We go into a magical door, fall down a flight of stairs, and then we get sent to black space yet again. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hi, Mom. Bye, Mom. We made it to the facility, giving us behind bars. We break through the impeccable security system. I need to find a way out. Opens the fucking door. And then... Oh no. Who's that? Who's that? Is that a demon? Salt attack! I'm sane. I'm Sai. What's up, Sai? How you doing? Here we meet Rune again. The last Rune is in the facility, which we will get soon, and we got the third one back in the Lakeside area. But before that, we need to fix the electrical panel. Unfortunately, this doesn't lock us out of the bucket, so we have to do the bucket. Sorry, Lacey. Let's just focus on the electrical panel first. Aren't these guys meant to appear more often? This is basically one of the only times I saw them. Somehow I remembered the solution to this puzzle off by heart. Probably because I struggled with it a lot at first, but the solution is surprisingly simple once you know it. Anyway, we're doing this because we need to get the iron key from this room in order to unlock this gate, to get to this well, to fish up this rune, achieving two things for us. Firstly, we get the screwdriver, secondly, we get Rune's friend. Now we can go through the vents that was in the library room with the screwdriver in order to get this fuse. The other fuses are quite easy to find as they are just scattered around the facility. Just explore and you'll find them all eventually. Grade A math student fails to do basic math that before. Bullshit until you get through. The strategy I used in English literature, and now in electronics. Now that we have become an electrician, it's time to suffer, so let's just get ready. One eternity later. No! That took like 4 minutes or so. Oh hey, an achievement. Oh hey, a music box. Holy shit, is that Butterfly Waltz? Let's go. About a minute later, we make it to this weird house in the middle of the facility. Well, at least there's a cozy fireplace. Lacey tells us and Sai about her backstory in one of the best and most important cutscenes in the game. I found Paper Lily through YouTube recommending me Theme of Lacey randomly, and I loved it so much I decided to check out the game. This is still my favorite soundtrack from Paper Lily by far, and this is one of the best cutscenes in the entire game. Anyway, then we get sent to Black Space again, where Lacey killed a bird with her murderous aura and now she has to eat it. Honestly, Lacey would make a good hunter if she can kill animals by just getting close. In this dream, we can actually stab to wake up from it and get an achievement. Unfortunately, this isn't a Mori, so that will kill us in real life, so sadly we have to pass on this achievement. But even though we can't stab ourselves, that doesn't mean we can't stab other people! Take that, you fucking bullies. We defeat Miss Knives' even more impeccable security system, talk to Sai for a bit, then we get back to our journey. There's not much to see in Miss Knives' house, so again, let's just speed through this. We meet a spider, who Lacey aptly named Spider, taking a page out of my book. Search for Miss Knives' bathwater. Okay, what the fu- We get a key from... somewhere. Somehow escape this person first try. This was really difficult on my first playthrough. Am I alone in that? Take a quick break to play some Super Mario 64, pull out a knife from this dead body, then cut ourselves with it, then cut off someone's foot? I won't lie, this part of the game sounds very weird when summarized, but trust me, it's all important. Also, I finally find the key that I should have found ages ago, so it's time to go back to Free Sai and get adoption. I've never seen it myself, but apparently you can skip this, and if you do, he just gets kinda pissed off at you, which is funny, but also understandable. Anyway, after that, we go back to Spider, act like a dumbass, do some painting, and hey wait, who turned off the lights? Become a pyromaniac, and finally we get to fight Miss Knives. We only have one optional achievement left, which is easy. This requires you to actually beat Miss Knives instead of skipping the battle. Also, no, I didn't drink any of the rainbow potions. Why? Because the fight is easy. The achievement is literally called easy. That's why I beat it first. Second. Oh, come on. Oh my god. It's literally the only hard part of the fight for me. I like how the fire isn't signposted any differently to the knives. I've died to that first attack so many times because I've just expected it to be a knife like literally everything else so far. This is always one of my favourite parts of the fight. It reminds me of the ending to the Sans fight where he just desperately throws everything he's got at you, and it's kind of exhilarating because you feel like you're gonna die constantly. Anyway, we survive Miss Knives, watch young Miss Knives stab herself, then we wake up back in the facility. Easy! So that's it, right? The only thing left to do is to end the game to get the true ending achievement, called The End. Wrong. Say hello to Frankie! If you die to Frankie, you will get the Dead End achievement. This means it is actually possible to beat Paper Lily with max achievements in one run without even getting the true end, and therefore the D-End achievement can be substituted for Dead End, and you'll still get the max achievements. This is exactly the type of stupid quirk I was hoping for in this run, and I'm so glad we got it. But at the time of recording the run, I forgot about Frankie, so I just got the true end. I also wanted to continue the save file into future chapters since apparently our choices matter, and obviously continuing the save into chapter 2 requires getting the true end. Spider gives us some doorknob fragments that we can't use yet, and after that, the only thing left to do is to use the return doorknob and end the game. We have a heartwarming moment with Sai, do some origami, and that's it. Our total is 15 out of 20 achievements. We got everything except for Stab, Queen of Fools, Omachikari, Dead End, and Safer Path. Dead End and Safer Path are technically possible, but they are mutually exclusive with The End and Daredevil respectively. What I find interesting is that we didn't need to do anything out of the ordinary. We just needed to be really thorough. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and comment, and make sure to subscribe so you know when I do this for Chapter 2 as well. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.